Yeah, it just really works for me.
Mm.
And then my favourite album of 2012 is Deftones, the album.
Shall we? Yeah, let's go into this. Let's talk about
which
Deftones.
is like, I'm a big Deftones fan from the start. Any album I can put on, I just really enjoy. But this is just such a good collection of songs that I think, I think my favourite is that when you get Poltergeist going into Entombed.
Yeah, Entombed is a
and those two where like there's like it's track 4 and 5 or 3 and 4, and it's just like it comes on and walking, I'm just like Poltergeist. I'm like yes, it just goes along, has such a nice. I think
which one is Poltergeist?
Poltergeist is the one I can't believe.
Is that the one that's like doodle did? No, that's Entombed.
No, it's the one before that. It's the one that's got like I'm not gonna sing it because that sounds awful.
And then there's that one that's like the one with the claps on it.
Yeah.
Serious.
But like, I think like as the band, I think they've come a long way. Obviously, they had a lot of they had the accident with their bassists and stuff. So I think, and especially Entombed is like a message to him, something to him, and it's so like the band just seems such a unit and such like such a story and journey, and to have this album and have songs that reflect what's going on in their troubles and their band and stuff. It's such a I don't know, it blows my mind really to have that level. And it's like the song just does it justice as well. It does everything justice. Like if you're going to put a song out, for your friend that's obviously had this horrible accident, it's got to be damn good. And it's just off the chain. It's perfect. And it just makes me. I can't well up a bit when I listen to that song. When you know the history of it, I can't go far. This is like.
I didn't know that's what it was about until you told me. I know that sounds
it's
clear.
because
then when you told me, it suddenly was like.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that does make sense.
Yes, that's why it's a great song.
I think it's doing well. So
I know it sounds a bit weird, but it reminded me a bit of like when I was 14 and I listened to like One by Metallica, and I kind of got really captivated by the story and by the sadness of a track, and like I don't know, it's another track. It's a similar theme. It's someone you can't see and you can't express themselves, and like I don't know, and it's really very emotional and very like very real and very kind of comes from a very real place, which sounds kind of corny, but it's like. That's what bands should be doing, like bands.
And you kind of I don't know if you compare it to mainstream music that's in the charts and stuff about, and you think, well,
next level, isn't it?
Why aren't more people enjoying this? Where it's such a real sound. Not to be like my high horse here, because I don't want to do that. Because I can listen to the top 10 and go, it's alright. I'm not gonna, but this is quite a real thing.
Just astounding. Yeah, it's. I'm not sure if I could. If you were to graph it. The albums over the years is like the end of a curve, I think, and they've just been getting better and better with each album. Really, I do love
controversial.
I love their earlier stuff, and I think White Pony is definitely a pinnacle. But I think since then maybe they went down and up again, and I just love it.
I was going to put this to all of you guys actually. Do you think it's better than Diamond Eyes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you really? I'm a lone voice there because I don't think it's as good as Diamond Eyes. I think Diamond Eyes is better. But go on, Mills. What were you going to say? Sorry.
I was going to say I'm a big fan of Diamond Eyes. Amazing album. But I'm also a massive fan of Saturday Night Wrist.
Yeah, same.
And I didn't think that if I had to pick between Saturday Night Wrist and Diamond Eyes, I would probably go with Saturday Night Wrist. And then obviously this album's come out now, which is kind of
a blend of the two.
Really, it's kind of like a blend of the two. And I think I don't know whether it was just before Saturday Night Wrist came out. It's probably before Saturday Night Wrist, but Chino's side project Team Sleep. I don't know if you've.
Yeah, no, I listened to that.
Yeah. Which he released that album, which I thought was absolutely incredible.
Underrated.
Very very underrated. Not enough people got into that. Kind of just. Like, Chino's got a side project, blah blah blah.
We don't give a crap.
We don't give a shit. It's not Deftones, like who gives a shit. But then I think if you listen to Team Sleep and then you listen to Saturday Night Wrist, you can really see where a lot of that's come from. Which I think is incredible.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Saturday Night Wrist gets a lot of undue ambivalence. A lot of people are like, but that's where they kind of crafted out this whole thing of the samples and the kind of rich soundscapes that they do. Like tracks like Entombed wouldn't be the same if it wasn't for the kind of that bloke who used to be the DJ because they used to be a new metal band. Now he's doing these incredible kind of really rich soundscapes that are taking it and making it sound just completely different to anyone as well.
Well, he was never like DJ Lethal. Was
Exactly. But he kind of that was his supposed to be his role, but he's taken that and turned it into something really really musical as well, something which is really contributing something. It's not just a bloke who just you know.
Yeah.
Does that.
Are we not fans of Around the Fur and stuff? Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
definitely,
I
but
put White Pony
it's
and
different.
Fur like above.
White Pony is their best album, I think. But I don't know. I think
Well, we can.
Yeah, we go
we're
round and round.
talking about
Let's
the.
not.
Done. Moving on.
Yeah, I think that's my.
it's goddamn good.
Yeah.
It's a good album.
That's
I'm
what
still
I'd say.
listening to it and enjoying it. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
sweet. Mills, you're number 5.
Okay, my number 5, a little bit different.
Are they in order, by the way? Sorry, I didn't.
What do you mean, are they in order?
Like in order of how much you like.
Yes, they are
Yeah, cool.
in order of how much I like them. My number
Cool.
5 is Everything You've Ever Loved by Make, Do and Mend.
Right.
Right.
Convince me. Yeah, go on.
Convince you. If you like balance and composure, Sea Haven. I want to say Title Fight, but I'm not a massive Title Fight fan.
Yeah.
That kind of level of melodic still has like the hardcore elements,
Gruff
but
voiced kind of.
just really, really beautiful vocals and like really amazing songwriting. Their last album was incredible, and then they did like Part and Parcel, little acoustic record which they released with some acoustic covers of their own songs. I don't really know. I just think it still kind of maintains their elements of heaviness, but it's just catchy as fuck, and you just can't. I think if you listen to it, you can't not like it.
Wicked.
Number 4, again something a little bit different. Pariso, Nothing Beyond Everything
Yes,
After.
Pariso. My number 11, basically.
Yeah.
Like, just missed the top 10. Go on, sorry.
Incredible record. Like first sort of full length record released. I don't really quite know how to explain Pariso unless I think you've just got to listen to them. Like
it's like crusty, kind of huge, blasty, like hardcore.
Yeah.
Very riffy, but very also like lots of blast beats and lots of craziness. Yeah, you know, you're right. It's really hard to like categorize them.
Yeah, and just it's if you listen to their kind of back catalogue, starting at like the beginning and then leading up to Nothing Beyond Everything After, it's kind of just like it's like the culmination of everything they've done so far, which has all been excellent. But then you just get this incredible record that's just like an explosion, and vocalist Maz, you're awesome. Just like fucking ridiculous vocals on this.
Yeah,
so harsh and so brutal, but just very listenable. I think like. I don't know if people would agree with that. Well, it's listenable if you're into that shit.
If you like grindcore,
yeah.
If you listenable, otherwise, yeah. If you like pop, you will not find this listenable. But yeah, it's got a lot of passages. I think like I really, really love Pariso, and I think like what this album for me represents is an amazing like maturing in what they're doing. Because like there's just like they just cut off all the fat, and we're just like go and like I don't know. It's really, really, really great. I'm glad you put it in there because all those bands are so amazing and they get so little like apart from in their little world they really don't get talked about enough. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Basically, just realised that I've got Deftones on my list twice.
It's that good.
It's just so good. So I'm sure I edited this list afterwards after someone pointed that out. So I don't actually remember.
Someone else did do their job.
There was something else, Oh, fuck it. So number 3, Deftones. Again, well done.
If you're watching, guys.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
We really love you.
Yeah.
Number 2, Ceremony, Zoo.
Very intrigued.
I don't know if you guys
haven't
gave
listened to them.
Are you guys Ceremony fans?
I really like Ceremony.
I haven't even heard them. What is
Really?
this? I feel...
Shit. Ceremony
God damn.
are what I'd like to call the godfathers of kind of modern hardcore, I would say.
It's quite melodic though, isn't it, really?
For them, if you listen to their, obviously going back like 15 years, because their back catalogue spans, that long, it's very melodic for them. You can kind of see where it's come from if you kind of listen to like the past couple of records like Broden Park and stuff like that. I remember listening to it, the first time I heard it was Danny P. Carter played it on the Radio 1 Rock Show. He did like a little interview with them, and one of my friends called me up and said, Ceremony are on Radio fucking Rock Show, and I was like, oh cool, so I put it on, and they like played a load of songs from it, and I just thought, this is hardcore, but it's really, really sexy. Like you listen to it and it's, you get a little bit turned on, like that's how good it is. Yeah, like that is how good it is. It's just really gloriously melodic, but still really like, you know, got like crushing riffs and shit like that, and it's really, really good. My number one record of 2012 is Converge. Just gonna put it out there, Shocker. All We Love We Leave Behind. I think all of you probably listened to it.
Yeah.
Been
Fantastic.
a lot of debate over it. A lot of people, I mean, every single review I read pretty much was 10 out of 10, like outstanding. I don't really think you can fault it as a record. There's always going to be, you know, hardcore purists and fucking elitists that are going to say that the album sucks.
Will.
Yeah, I've heard you complain.
No, I agree with all your... Anyway, go on.
Yeah, no, I just think I'm sure there are lots of people out there are lots of Converge fans that don't like it as much as they liked like Axe to Fall and stuff. That's completely okay. It's completely okay. Yeah, you're fine. But it's completely okay for you to say that, but it's completely not okay for you to say that it sucks.
No.
Because if you're any sort of... I've seen a lot of people who've been like, oh, I really love Axe to Fall, but this record fucking sucks. And I'm just like,
on the internet.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, you're a retard. Like, you have no valid opinion then, because if you listen to it, it's so incredibly like emotional and just well thought out, and from start to finish just sounds, even though it's not a concept album, has a very strong concept. And if you listen to the title track, All We Love We Leave Behind,
so great.
it's just so emotional. Yeah,
that was the thing I was going to say. For me, like, and I'm definitely a dissenting voice on this broadly, because I think it's the least, I don't want to say the least best, because I think James,
Ignore.
Yeah, I think it's like,
Go on.
yeah.
I wouldn't say least best. I mean,
No.
the first couple were fairly raw.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I think it's just not as good as Axe to Fall.
I think they've been. I think they've been.
I don't think they've
really
been
strong
as
run as
innovative
well.
as they were on that record, and like Weight of the World and the one they did with the guy from Neurosis.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely ticking that box. But yeah, I still think it's got amazing songs, and it's a really tight album. And I love it. So
I think there are individual tracks which are just like, if the next album sticks with that kind of thing, it's going to be incredible. Like the title track, the opener was just not
Aim
like,
As Arrow.
really, Aim As Arrow,
Love that
really,
song,
really knockout, and like Coral Blue as well, where he kind of just goes off in this, just playing guitar on his own, kind of passive, like really, really progressive and interesting and different and melodic in a way that's still brutally heavy. Yeah. And I really, I absolutely love everything Converge have ever done, and this is 20,000 times better than every other band, you know, who picking up their guitars and trying to play hardcore. But when Converge have attained the standards they've attained, in terms of just like catchiness as well, like Axe to Fall had more like hooks and kind of, for me anyway, you know, it was kind of more of a game changer. But yeah, I don't know, they're still amazing, they're still Converge, and it's still a great record. So
pretty much. That's pretty much all you can say about it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I don't think they're ever going to put out a bad record.
No, I agree.
No, definitely not. They're just one of those bands, aren't they?
Still best live band in the world as well. Like, so yeah.
Cool.
Okay, number 4. Because I talked about Black Breath. Or did I talk about Black Breath?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Sorry. For Astrea by Rolo Tomassi. I really love everything about these guys and everything about their sound. This one, I think a lot of people were a bit down on it because it isn't as good as Cosmology, but it's like, it's more progressive, it's got more clean vocals, it's alienated a lot of people because of that, but I think definitely give it a chance, because they're just 10 steps ahead of so many other bands in terms of what they're trying to do. They're great, loads of synths and loads of all these other things, and also just riffs and breakdowns, but not breakdowns in the kind of just like it's like really creative and interesting. I don't know. Yeah. Deftones number 3, the Chariot number 2. I won't give in to temptation.
No.
They're amazing. Go listen to it. Number 1 is The Money Store by Death Grips. Definitely a very controversial choice, I think, for a lot of like internet trolls on a kind of punk and hardcore blog to not.
This
put
is
a
where you
punk
get
and
the
hardcore
genre
album.
Converge wasn't in your top 10 at all?
Yeah, it was number 6.
Was it?
Sorry.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, don't worry.
I was
100%.
feeling personally insulted by that.
No,
Sorry.
I would never do that to you, don't worry. It's not like, that's cruel. Converge was number 6 because they're amazing. Death Grips, The Money Store. Also, No Love Deep Web, which the other album was amazing as well, but I couldn't find space for it. I know it's controversial, a lot of people, like, if anyone is watching this, which they probably aren't, like, don't try not to flame me too much. But the reason why I think it's worth putting on this blog is that it's just so noisy and so aggressive and, like, God, it's the loudest album I've listened to this year, and that's louder than Brotherhood of the Lake, louder than Converge. There's just certain tracks on it that are so angry and like, God, and evil and nasty and like rancid in the sound, and also just grooves, and yeah, it's an amazing album, and it sounds like nothing else I've ever heard. Like, it reminds me of like the first time I listened to Public Enemy, and there were just these squalls and these samples and this noise, and I was like, what the hell is happening to my ears? And I love them, and they're amazing, and I just can't wait to see what else they're doing. Everything about them is amazing. What do we think? Has everyone else listened to this album?
I think
it's my top 10, yeah, I love it.
Because of how angry it is, it's difficult to listen to it all the way through.
Yeah.
You get about halfway and you're like, okay, I need a
break.
Yeah.
But wasn't your number one Neurosis?
Yeah, mate. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
I said there were no, Neurosis has quiet bits.
Yeah, exactly. So Neurosis, that's the thing. In Neurosis, you genuinely get a break. There's like an acoustic passage or something, or
and
there's like a
it's
song
like
bit.
drone.
Death Grips,
But
there is no
there
break.
is no break.
There is it's just 14 tracks of like or something. It's just relentless, kill you kind of noise, and there's hooks coming out of every orifice, just
That's
like
true.
catchy bits and
It's
like.
an oral experience.
Yeah, it's a visual and oral experience, I'd say, and a great one at that. Blackjack, the third track, is just, they do something with his vocals which kind of, they seem, it's like if your loop pedal is broken and it's like, so everything he says is kind of just comes straight back at it, and it's like an assault. I love it. What do you think, Mills?
I thought it was incredible. I had a friend put me onto it and was kind of just like, oh, you're going to love this. And I was just like, oh, really? Because I think it was just around that time. I think they played a show. Oh, I don't remember. They played a show.
Yeah.
They played a show in which everyone I know went, except me.
Hardcore kids are really loving them, which is what I love
exactly.
about it.
And I kind of just went, oh, all right, well, if you say so, kind of thing. And then listened to it. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you mean about it being like unrelenting. You don't really get a break. Kind of tires you out listening to it a little bit. Like, kind of hurts your face and your brain a little bit. But I like that about it. I just think there are some records where people try hard to be really, really heavy, and then, you know, they give you like a little interlude or whatever it is, you know, get like a bit of a break from it. But I love that it's that vicious in its nature, and you listen to it and it's abuse. It is definitely abuse in audio form. Like, it's violation in the best way.
And the other thing I really just think is incredible is it's like, it is this full-on abuse, and then they do like I've Seen Footage and Hacker, which are two tracks which, even though they are like really full-on, are so kind of catchy, and not, because I really want to avoid saying poppy because they're not pop at all. I can't stress that enough, but they're like,
melodic.
they're just, they move along, and they kind of, you can kind of be like, like, and then it goes back to the kind of like kind of stuff, and like, I don't know, I just think they're so great, and that like. Everything about them, I completely buy into all the stupid stuff about the fight with the label and the stuff about like the album covers and all this sort of stuff, and they kind of post all this stuff about how they're this like, we're this radical anarchist feminist movement and all this other stuff, and like a lot of it is just made up PR bollocks, but like I just buy it. I buy all of it. I love them. They're just,
love it.
It's just, I just feel like I don't care because they're like. Because even if they're taking the piss, it's funny, like, and it's clever, and it's just a different way of doing things. I think they're amazing. So that's me really. I had a couple of honourable mentions, but they're a bit boring. Like the new Torche album is great.
I say Tall Ships as well as an honourable mention. It's like it's not really hardcore, but like it's an enjoyable.
It's very post-rocky though.
It's an enjoyable album, like.
And he was like, how did they sneak that past? But it's really good.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sweet. Well, on that note,
Roll on there.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll on
Well, on 2013, there's loads of amazing albums that are coming out this year.
Oh, so many.
So many.
Any
ones that you like are really looking forward to, Mills?
Bastions.
Yeah, mate, that's a great show.
Already pre-ordered part 1.
I want that so badly.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously, they like released the new song on, what was it, like New Year's Eve?
A time when they should have not been on the computer.
Yeah, basically, It was like, whatever it was like a countdown and all this bollocks, and they released it, and I thought it was really, really good. Yeah, really, really impressed with it. kind of cynical as to how they're going to top Hospital Corners, because that is probably that was my favourite record when it came out, and I still listen to it like relentlessly. I just think it's beautiful. So yeah, really interested to see where that's going to go. What else is there coming out? So much.
I don't know.
No, I don't that.
I find out about it months later.
Yeah, exactly.
So much coming out we don't remember.
I'm the worst for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably like a lot of new. Hopefully, there's gonna be a lot more new stuff this year, because a lot of this year I feel like the best stuff came from old bands. So yeah, we'll see. But otherwise,
our album.
Our album, mate. Watch out for it, mate. Come in,
Cut that. It won't appear this year.
Or ever. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. Look out for the next one. Cheers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers,
guys.
That's beautiful.